Hi guys, it's Sterling from Yarcrypto, and here's a little update of what's happening currently in the markets. In this video, we will be having a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Before we jump into this chart, let's just say it's certainly been an interesting past few hours and past couple days in the market. Anyways, the current price of Bitcoin right now is 36.037 USD. Let me grab some indicators and figure out what's going on. So, as we could see, we didn't get to really claim support like we wanted to, and I'll show you why. So if I look at this high right here and this low right here, this wick, and I draw a Fibonacci retracement from that area. So if I go all the way up to that wick and hold option and then click right on top of that wick and then go all the way down to the bottom of this wick and click right on the bottom of that wick, we could see that we never really got to claim this area as support like we wanted to. Why do we know that? Well, when we dropped down here and saw some price rejection, we did push through this area as resistance. However, when we came back down to test it as support, we failed, and we are currently under that support. Now, what I could do is currently take a look at some other Fibonacci retracements from this area and see if there's any other things that I could find of relevance. So let me just delete that Fibonacci retracement, and let's go for another more accurate Fibonacci retracement for this area. So what I was also looking at is this current leg from this low to this high, and then if I use that as my swing high, I can go all the way from this wick down to this bottom wick right here. Now, it's really interesting because when I make that Fibonacci retracement, what we could see is that we're really finding support right on the 0.382 fib level, and that currently is at around 35.686K. So 35.6K USD for the Bitcoin price. And if we could hold support around this level, we might be fine. But the thing is, when I look at the Ichimoku cloud, hold on one second, let me just get my Ichimoku indicator, and when I take a look at the Ichimoku cloud indicator, what I'm seeing is that fib level that I was talking about, that 35.6K fib level, it is confluent with the bottom of this cloud, and that's currently where we are with the price. Currently, we are at the bottom of the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud under the ribbons, so it does look slightly bearish. And the problem is that we wanted to reclaim this area right here as support, so this way we could have enough momentum to push us out of the cloud, retest off of this fib level right here, and then push us out of the cloud. Now, what we need in order for that to happen, if you take a look at this area right here, you could see that the cloud is thinning out. So this is a sign of hope for BTC, because if this cloud thins out and turns into a green cloud, like so, if I just get rid of this green circle, I'm so sorry, and then if I just draw kind of like a projection of what the green cloud would look like. So it would be something like this coming out of this red cloud. So if this red cloud turns into a green cloud and we get something like that, and we are able to basically push through these two fib resistance levels and then do a retest, push us out of the cloud, we're going to be good. Now, what we would want to do is wait for a retest off of the green cloud, and then that's where we would look for our long entry. So currently we have no idea exactly what price it would be in that area because we have no idea where the cloud is currently going to print. So on to the next thing to look at, because there's not much to say in that regard, because we currently have to wait and see what the cloud will do and how the price will react to this Ichimoku cloud. But if it does break down from this support level and we go down to the 34 to 33K area, that is kind of the do or die support level for Bitcoin currently. And also, Mr. Groovy mentioned it in an earlier update from yesterday. So keep that in mind. If we do end up going down to those levels and we break support down there, it is kind of a do or die support, and it will start looking kind of bearish. And to be honest, the 4-hour MACD does not look so healthy. We are showing some signs of reversing to the upside on this MACD with this white candle, but we still have to see and wait and see how it plays out. Now, another note on the MACD, it's really interesting. If I look at the 1-week chart, we can see that the 1-week MACD crossed into the red a few weeks ago, and if you had looked at this 1-week MACD right here, crossing into the red in that time, you could have sold Bitcoin literally at the highest. And you could have bought back in low down here, but you wouldn't have wanted to buy back in just yet because we're still waiting on this MACD to bottom out. I'm sorry. Yeah, we are still waiting on this 1-week MACD to finish bottoming out because right now, when it's going into the red and showing this much slow of growth, it's showing you that the buy pressures slowed down and they don't have enough energy to keep us going to those high prices or even keep us up at those prices. So that's one thing to keep in mind for this BTC chart, is keep on looking at that 4-hour Ichimoku cloud and the 1-week MACD. Also, if we look at the 1-month MACD, you see something like where the green MACD is actually might even cross into the red. So if that happens, it's really just showing you that we just don't have enough buy pressure to keep us up at these levels anymore. So now that I talked about Bitcoin, let me touch a little bit on Ethereum. Now, if we look at the Ethereum to Bitstamp chart, I look at the Bitstamp chart just because it shows you a lot of data. And if you look at the USD Bitcoin USD chart on Bitstamp, you will see that the data goes all the way back to 2014. So it just shows you a lot more history than other charts do. But if you are trading on a certain exchange, you should probably be looking at the exchange related, the chart related to the exchange that you're using, because your fib levels, your support and resistance, your supply and demand levels, they might be a little bit different depending on which exchange you're trading on. So now that I'm looking at the Ethereum to USD chart, let's go on the 4-hour. And we see something similar to Bitcoin, but not totally the same. But if I take off this Ichimoku cloud and just make a quick Fibonacci retracement, I do want to go from the highest that Ethereum reached and just show you something. So I'm going to go from this top, which is at 4.3 or $4,380, and all the way down to this bottom wick right here. So what we saw is that Ethereum did get a healthy rejection from these levels at, let me just draw a horizontal ray so I know exactly where that level was. So if I go down to the bottom of this wick, it was $1,730. So that's where we saw the most price rejection, judging by this wick. And as you can see, even when this candle right here, this green candle has a huge wick. I'm sorry, let me just show you exactly. This candle right here has a huge wick to the downside. And what that is just telling you is price rejection. The price did not like going into that area. So furthermore, when we did get rejected from the level of $1,730, we were able to push through resistance, find a retest, and bounce. We did meet some resistance and came back down. Now we did find support at this level right here. So let me just make another horizontal ray. So this wick bottomed out and got rejected at $2,182, and we're currently testing resistance. So if we could break through this fib level, it will be a little bit more healthy in terms of if you're bullish on Ethereum, it will look a little bit better. But I will say that if it doesn't hold these support levels here, it is also a do or die area for Ethereum. And that is because when you look at the 1-week MACD for Ethereum, it is showing something similar of what I was showing on the Bitcoin chart earlier. We are currently getting ready to cross into the red on this 1-week MACD. I'm so sorry. So if that happens, it's just telling you, we don't have enough buy pressure to keep us going at these levels. So if I go back to the 4-hour chart, let's just take a quick look at the Ichimoku cloud. So let me turn on my Ichimoku cloud, and as you can see, currently the price is getting a little bit of support from the bottom of this Ichimoku cloud ribbon. So what level is that? Let me show you. It's literally at, let me just make a horizontal ray. So the price is $2,550. So as long as we can continue holding support from the bottom of this ribbon, and then we can push over to the upside of this resistance level, and then do a retest of this resistance level and break up to the upside of this cloud, that will look bullish. So as of right now, we have no indication that is happening soon. Currently, the MACD is in the red, and we are still getting rejection from confluent resistance levels. So yeah, guys, that was just a quick update for you. Stay tuned to our channel for more market updates and TA tutorials. And for now, keep watching those charts, and best of luck on your trading. Until next time, we are Yarcrypto. Take care.